it will be Torquay United who get us underway, leading by 2-1. Remember that away goals do not count in the Blue Square Premier playoffs. Any kind of 1-goal advantage for Exeter at the end of 90 minutes would result in another 30 minutes and even penalty shootout, which of course they needed last year against Oxford to get to Wembley. This is Nicholson, still hasn't missed a game in his first season at Torquay, and he's hoping there's another one at the end of it as well. And there's a nervous kick from the man who I'm sure, inside stoppage time, that incident has haunted him ever since, and that's the reason Exeter are behind going into this game.
I don't think Matt Taylor gave him the best of back passes, really. Matt Taylor could have done, in the end, what Jones done. He didn't really need that early on. He wanted to do his first thing correct, and he wasn't really allowed to with that back pass from Matt Taylor.
We all know what this means as far as Torquay are concerned. It's a Nicholson long throw. It's towards Zabrowski. It was won in the air by Seaborn. Then it came off Hargreaves. And a header found Stansfield up against Woods. It's a useful ball. It's Moxey inside the penalty area, onto his left foot. Desperate block from Lee Mansell. This is George Friend. Stansfield at the back post.
I just think we're going to see a lot of that now. They're going to see a lot of areas, and they're playing that free at the back. We're going to see Stansfield running in behind Nicholson.
Gill with the long throw, looking for Taylor. It was Tim Sills who headed it away. Headed back in by Edwards. And Logan was trying to get at the end of it. Back in the starting lineup today, Richard Logan. 18 goals this season, Exeter's top scorer.
I just wonder if the ball comes at Rob Edwards. I don't know why he didn't go for goal. It seems like he was trying to find Logan, but in the end it was a good block by Todd that stops Logan getting onto the ball.
The fascinating thing in these 2 meet as well, as soon as there's a throw in, both of them have long throw specialists. Gill for Exeter, Nicholson for Torquay. It's almost like a corner every time.
Oh, it is everything. That's the thing, it's going to be all action this game. Wherever the ball is anywhere near that goal, you just have to take almost every opportunity is going to get flung into the box.
Matt Taylor, who's plastered up after the gash he suffered in the first leg, which resulted in a severe head wound. Here's a central defensive partner in the back four. It's a nasty one for Taylor. Here is the captain, Seaborn. Came off Logan, away by Mansell. Now Hargreaves. Looks at the referee as if to say, I was caught there. The referee didn't agree, and way play on. George Friend for Exeter. Free header away by Woods. Hill. Adams. There's no support on the right. He was brought down in the end by Moxey anyway.
There wasn't really anywhere for Adams to go there, but he just kept possession, weren't going to give it away cheaply. Moxey comes across him, didn't really lift a leg, didn't just come across, just trying to maybe try and nick it off his toe, and he ends up catching Adams. We've seen the game already. It's really opened up in midfield. It's wide open now. Both teams, no one is actually sitting back. Both teams, well, obviously Exeter are looking to get back in the game, but Torquay won't sit back. In fact, I don't think Torquay have ever sat back in any game.
Nicholson as ever behind the set piece. Todd is up there calling for it. It was Hill who was coming in from the other side, and a confident take from Paul Jones.
Yeah, he needed that one. He needed something like that just for him to go and pick out and then build from there.
Mansell's miskicked. Moxey has 2 to aim for in the penalty area. Gill is arriving as well, and it was Logan who got goal side. Came off the Torquay player last.
Well, just saying it again, they get him behind. It was lazy play there by Lee Mansell. Went for it, went to take the skin off the ball, but the ball was struck in so hard. Maybe a little bit lower would have been better, but it caused a problem. They've earned the corner out of it.
Different proposition when he's in the side.
Certainly is. It's just someone who just, they've got belief. I'm sure those players, they've got belief in Richard Logan because he can score goals.
Moxey to deliver this corner. Everyone bar Zabrowski back to defend it for Torquay. Taylor missed it. It came out to Edwards. Moxey once more. Taylor again had stayed up from the back. This is Kozic, recalled today. George Friend, another patient build-up from Exeter. gone Torquay's way.
Just run into a blind alley then, George Brennan. He should have come out again, but we've seen the game already as the game ended. Torquay are allowing Exeter to get the ball in the box far too often. They need to really work out wide, and they can do that if Nicholson pushes on, and Mansell on the other side have got to stop the ball coming in the box.
Flick from Sills. Zebrowski, who's a central figure today, was fouled there. He's still weighed in with 18 goals this season. Remember, these two were equal top scorers in the Blue Square Premier. And the 21-year-old is weighed in with 18, Phillips with 16 and Sills with 22. We've got the winner here on New Year's Day, Tim Sills, in a 1-0 victory. It is effectively 1-0 for Torquay at the moment, with a goal advantage from the first leg. Edwards in ahead of Adams. Now Stansfield. Adams wins it back. He showed too much of it to Steve Tully, former Torquay player. Followed by Robertson. Won by Taylor. Logan with the flick. Robertson headed away again. Typical hurly-burly start.
Certainly is hurly-burly. There's certainly room out there to play. It's all opened up in midfield.
Should be Rayners, and is.
It's a little bit too route one by George Brennan. Could have rolled it inside there to Rob Edwards. Just kept possession. That's what he needs. I just think any team that can just has the patience to want the patience to play football, I just think they might just come out winning this game.
Matt Gill. Now Tully.
Seen that already with Exeter. They're not rushing, well, getting the ball forward. They're just looking to try and draw out this Torquay, I should say, like almost gone into a back four at the moment. Not the three that was talked about.
Seaborn to Edwards. Headed away by Todd, former Exeter skipper. Now Friend, who became Exeter's youngest ever captain earlier in the season at 19. Logan will chase that. Doesn't have too much pace on it for the top scorer. And Paul Tisdale in his second season in charge, trying to do what he did in his first, and that's lead Exeter to Wembley. But obviously he's trying to go one better. And on the bench today alongside him there, the director of football, Steve Perryman. He had a few good days at Wembley as a player, didn't he? Can he go back there with Exeter City 2 years running?
A lot of times there with Tottenham, it just seemed at the time they were FA Cup side.
Taylor beats Sills in the air. Nicholson for Torquay, looking for the runner Zebrowski. Seaborn across with it. Still Zebrowski, and that's a corner to Torquay.
That's what he's got to do, Chris Zebrowski. Don't see him doing it often enough. He's got room to roam now. He's up front, but he got past Seaborn far too easy. Seaborn was caught flat-footed, never worked his feet quick enough.
Tim Sills, the man who scored the first goal in the first leg, lurking. Didn't reach him though. Todd back in from Hill, then Sills. And Sills and Todd between them got in each other's way there.
That was a shame as well. He was unmarked in the end. Chris Todd, he was there on his own. If anything, you want the ball in the air, you do definitely want one of those two players to get on it. And he leaves it in the end, Todd, when maybe he could have attacked it. He's left it to Sills. In the end, it was going wide. Both of them were unmarked in that box. That's where the game could be won or lost from set pieces.
Nicholson. This time last year, he was playing comfortably mid-table with Forest Green. Came down here for the challenge, Kevin Nicholson. He's already going to Wembley once with Torquay. We'll be seeing those long throws on May the 18th as well. Zebrowski couldn't keep that one in.
I'm just really sure that they've got to. One thing they have to do, they have to get Kevin Nicholson further forward to try and get him to knock balls in the box. So important to Paul Buckle to get him forward. He has made so many goals this season for Torquay. It's not just about long throws.
Forward by Todd. Zabrowski with Tully. The result of that is an Exeter throw in. Adams. Pulled by Hill to Zabrowski. And the blue boots today. Dispossessed there though by Taylor. Well, we're delighted to have the former Torquay United manager Leroy Rossignol part of our team today. And he's going to be giving his views throughout the game. Let's hear from him now with Rebecca.
Leroy, what are your thoughts on the first 10 minutes?
Well, Exeter have got the better possession. It's because Torquay got 5 strung out along the back, just marking 3. So, and the 2 fullbacks, Friend and Tully, for Exeter, they've got an outlet every time. I just feel if you allow them to have the ball, and they're going to put good quality ball into the box at some point, I just think that Torquay are playing a little bit like the away side, which is disappointing, and expects them to attack the game more positively.
Leroy, they love you here. You got a standing ovation earlier on, didn't you?
Well, I was surprised. I thought I'd just sneak across the pitch, but it was it was really nice, and I feel a lot for the football club. They had some great times there, and obviously they remember that, and so that was a very nice moment.
Thanks, Leroy.
I don't think there was any chance, Parks, of Leroy sneaking across the pitch, was there?
I was going to say that no one's ever done that.
That was a header wide from Seaborn, who is a danger in the air.
Should be. He's a big lad as well. We've seen again, it's another set play. That's all it's been really so far in the game. That's where the danger's coming from. He's got there, Seaborn. Didn't really get a strong enough head on it. He's won it fairly comfortably.
Four goals for the club, 2 of them this season. Exeter won't worry who gets them. If they can get a goal, which of course effectively would level the tie on aggregate. Chris Todd led Exeter to Wembley last season. Now he's trying to stop them going there as a Torquay player. He was also part of the Exeter team, Chris Todd, that was originally relegated to this level of football back in 2003. Forward by Woods. He's been promoted and relegated at Torquay. Zabrowski trying to get on the end of that. Forward by Tully. Goal kick to Exeter.
I think there might have been a little touch there from Steve Tully. I think the fans behind the goal called for it. I think he did catch him because he was having a little laugh about it there with Kevin Hill.
Torquay are only one of 7 teams all season to beat Exeter City. They've now done it twice in 3 games. Kozic, always away from Mansell. Didn't really have a lot of option. But back to Friend instead, and with that lost the impetus. Edwards trying to find a way through. Hargreaves in the way. Unexpectable for Rayner.
Leroy was right, it's very difficult at the moment to break down his Torquay side. They have got 5 sitting across the back, and if anything, you're going to have to really go and play at a high tempo, trying to drag them out, move the ball quicker across the park. At the moment, it's not moving sharp enough as they've got so much time midfield, and they're getting caught into that kind of rut of just making passes for the sake of it, when they should be more progressive with their passing. Exeter, that's the one thing the game needs at the moment.
Robertson.
Wasn't very good there, should have kept possession, just gave it straight back and allowing Exeter to come out again. Instead, the game went in the second half. That's how Exeter got back in the game from Wayne Carlisle.
Stansfield couldn't bring that under control. Adam Stansfield is involved in the playoffs for the 4th season running. It all began back in 2005, where he lost to Hereford, and then went back the year later and won with them, and then of course lost with Exeter to Morecambe last season. He's a veteran of these affairs. He's pushed a little wider today for Exeter, Adam Stansfield. Different kind of role in that front 3. Just a slight rejig by the Exeter manager from Thursday night.
Yeah, it's just more movement, I would say, with those two. Stansfield and Logan can go through the middle, while Carlisle loves staying wide. But I just thought he was an absolute plus for them on Thursday night, being that wide, affecting Nicholson, getting in behind him all the time. That's how he scored his goal. Kept making those runs. In the end, caused a problem for Nicholson. In the end, Nicholson gets caught wrong side. Wasn't aware of where Carlisle was, and Carlisle went on and scored a very good goal.
Edwards. Robertson in between Stansfield and Logan there. Taylor goes up, Sills goes back with him, because we know it's going to be another long throw from Gill. In towards Taylor, who got a touch, and it was off the line by Mansell at the back post, then Edwards. It's all a bit desperate, then Kozic. Hargreaves wants to get it away. That was going one way, then the other, and it was deflected clear. Nervy moments for the home side, but they come out of it unscathed.
So that's what happens if you just sit back and you allow people to get the ball in the box too often. In the end, it was Lee Mansell who made two great blocks in the end. One off the line, and one from a shot.
High one from Edwards. Taylor again, he was the original person who caused the problem in the air, Matt Taylor. And Torquay just need to settle themselves down here.
Yeah, that was about 30 seconds, I think, of help a lot of the players.
Moxie got a blow, as we can see in that incident too. And at the end of all that, it's a free kick to Torquay in the Exeter half.
Well, that's the first bit of real action we've seen in the game so far, and it's all about that man there, Lee Mansell. Talk about having people on the far post. You can see why teams do it. There he is in the right position at the right time, and I think he just caught Moxie in the face as he's cleared the ball as well. Just seeing his Mansell comes across with his right foot, and great clearance, but he caught Dean Moxie as well. Dean Moxie was brave going in there, and just see Mansell again in front of the goalkeeper. He didn't know where Simon Rayner was. Had to put his foot there, couldn't let it go past him.
Well, Lee Mansell, who is looking to be promoted this season, having been relegated in each of his last two seasons, once with Oxford and then with Torquay. Stopped Exeter levelling it on aggregate there. Sills with the flick. Away by Friend. Came off Zabrowski last for an extra throw.
That was calm defending there by Jules Friend. Didn't panic, kept possession. A lot of players just hooked it anywhere, but he didn't. Very, very comfortable on the ball for such a young player.
Moxie needs to change his shirt because of the blood pouring from his nose. He's still not back on the pitch. Here's Hargreaves for Torquay. Nicholson. Forward by Hill. Awkward bouncing one for Exeter to deal with. Goes for handball, not given. It's Zabrowski for Torquay. And then Seaborn first to the second ball.
Well there, Danny Seaborn had to make that challenge, had to be right as well. Couldn't afford to miss the ball and give away a free kick around there. It was very, very close to the edge of the box.
Dean Moxie is back on wearing 39, which must be the reserve shirt for Exeter, because it's the one that Matt Taylor had on Thursday night, and he had blood pouring from his face as well. Here's Friend. Exeter on top at the moment. Don't forget, of course, live football continues all week for you on Setanta Sport on Wednesday night. A crucial game north of the border. Rangers at home to Motherwell, 7 points behind Celtic, 3 games in hand. You will see it exclusively live, and all the coverage starts from 7 o'clock on 1 on Wednesday. Tisdale perhaps a little more vocal than normal.
It's a big occasion, I'll tell you what. I've never seen him unshaven at a game either.
Just wish I could say the same for you, but there we go. Here's Gill. to Taylor. His effort cleared off the line by Mansell, the closest we've come to a goal so far in this second leg. Full of nerves, full of tension, apprehension. No one wants to make that mistake because the stakes couldn't be higher. A trip to Wembley and a chance to go back to the Football League. Good defending by Adams, in ahead of Friend, picked up now by Moxie.
You see what Exeter are trying to do. They're trying to draw out this back five for Torquay, but they're not coming out. They're all across that line and the edge of the box. They do not want to move out. They have to really try and move the ball a lot sharper, get it into the front players' feet as quick as possible, and then midfield players have got to make runs off of them. That's what they need at the moment. Very slow and deliberate from Exeter.
Paul Buckle, in his first season in charge, is already going to Wembley. He's got the thrill of leading Torquay out in the FA Trophy final on Saturday against Ebbsfleet. And he could be doing it 8 days later as well in the playoff final. What a first season in charge that would be.
I think this is
some managers manage for years and don't get that opportunity.
I think the one he wants, Steve, I think he definitely wants to get there to take this side back into the Football League. I think that's the one that he really wants.
After this game, Torquay going down to Hertfordshire on Wednesday and also training at Watford for 2 days in preparation for that Wembley Cup final. Might be preparing for 2 of them. High one from Nicholson. Cleared by Rob Edwards. Overhit by Hargreaves, who was under pressure.
Closed down very, very quick there. Haven't really seen a lot of Chris Hargreaves so far. He's having to chase around at the moment, trying to retrieve the ball high up the park as possible for Torquay.
Hargreaves looking to avoid losing to Exeter in a playoff semi-final 2 years running. He was part of the Oxford team that led, had a goal advantage, and ended up losing on penalties in last year's semi-final to Exeter. Doesn't want lightning to strike twice in a Torquay shirt. Seaborn. Halfway through the first period. And it's exactly as it was from the first leg. Torquay with the advantage by 1 goal.
At the moment, Exeter are playing at Torquay's hands at the moment. That's what they want all day long. They just want to knock balls from the back. It makes it easy for the 5 across the back to deal with balls like that. I don't think the 5 at the back can deal with balls into the feet of Stansfield or to Logan. They definitely can deal with any balls thrown up in the air.
Zebrowski. Friend tried to prevent the corner but couldn't.
If George Friend could have just got there and knocked that out for a throw-in. He's gone a long way round. He maybe could have attacked that ball with his right foot rather than trying to go the outside of his left foot.
Everyone bar Stansfield back to defend this for Exeter in front of all the fans who've made that short journey across Devon. In from Nicholson, away by Seaborn.
Good job, Seaborn got that touch as well. Robertson had bent round the back. He was on his own, standing at the back of the 6-yard box.
Here it comes again from Nicholson. Won again by Seaborn. Hargreaves picks up the second ball. Back to Kevin Nicholson. Hargreaves once again onto his left foot. Hill it was at the back post. Challenged by Kozic.
And he made a good point of telling Moxie as well about doing his job. Should have been in front of Adams. He wasn't, and he got told after.
Zebrowski trying to get away from Rob Edwards. Got the cross in, but comfortably dealt with by George Friend. Woods with the header. by Seaborn.
To say Torquay look a lot more organised at the back than what they did last Thursday. Three a little bit more organised, a little bit more space between them. They were very, very close together on Thursday night. But with organisation, a few days just in between has allowed Paul Buckle just to get them organised more.
Seaborn isn't happy with that. He's been penalised for the challenge on Zabrowski.
It's given it for the tug on the shirt. It wasn't necessarily the actual tackle, it was the tug on the shirt the referee wasn't happy with. Zabrowski just going across him, he's just pulling back on his shirt just there, and that's what he's done. It. Nothing wrong with the tackle.
Nicholson again to deliver. Away by Taylor. Now Chris Hargreaves, but he's been dispossessed by Moxey. Didn't see him coming. Gill. Adams. Onside Zabrowski if he can get through. Feels for handball as well. Referee says play on. Zabrowski against Friend. Friend concedes the corner.
Zabrowski, I think, chose the wrong option there. Should have gone on the inside of George Friend. He's very, very quick, George. I don't think you're going to get past him too often on the outside. Zabrowski attacked his right foot. I think he might have got a little bit more joy. It's another problem with Kevin Nicholson going to take another dead ball. We all know he can knock in quality.
Plenty of yellow shirts forward, right underneath the goalkeeper. And the referee said was foul.
I think they enjoyed that one. Paul Jones is coming straight down on top of him. You've just seen Chris Todd coming as he normally does to attack the ball, just puts his arms into the face of Paul Jones.
Paul Jones, who became the first goalkeeper to save a penalty at the New Wembley in the playoff final last season. The all-important fact was he ended up a loser. 21-year-old takes the goal kick for Exeter. Looking for Logan, who hasn't really been in this game since the first few minutes.
It's been
Free
difficult
kick to Exeter.
I think it's been difficult for Richard Logan. Hasn't had anything to bite on at all. Everything's up around his head. He needs the ball into his feet. He needs to get the ball to his feet to play players in. Just in his feet himself, so he can work some of that magic he's got on his feet to twist and turn players. Can't do it when the ball's in the air.
Edwards' delivery. Came off Sills, corner to Exeter. So many bodies inside that penalty area once again. Moxey to take this corner. Towards Seaborn. Hargreaves jumping with Kozic.
I'm not sure if Kozic actually punched that ball there when he jumped. Like his arm was up.
Matt Gill. Low into Stansfield. Couldn't take it in his stride.
He was unlucky there by Adam Stansfield. You could see what he wanted to do is just too much on the touch in the end, looking to roll his defender. Couldn't do it in the end because his touch was too far away from his body.
Well, looking pretty relaxed. They still have that goal advantage. Not so relaxed. Nail-biting time for Exeter as they look to come from behind.
I think they would have expected Exeter maybe be a little bit more progressive in the way they're going forward and trying to bombard this Torquay side. At the moment, they haven't really done it. You can understand that they want to try and pass it, but at the moment in time, Torquay are defending really well all over the park, in midfield, across the back line, even from the front. Sills and Zabrowski are dropping deep. And they're saying you've got to get past us before you get to our midfield, and that works with the midfield in front of the back five.
Tully. Logan up there. Came off Robertson. Cleared by Zabrowski. Seaborn. Moxie showed too much of that to Hargreaves. Switches play now to Hill. Nicholson galloping forward in that wing-back position. Gets the cross in. He was looking for Sills. Seaborn in ahead of him.
It's the first time we've seen Kevin Nicholson get forward in general play. And that's what he does. He can deliver balls. And that was a great ball into the box there. It's only good defending that stops it, causing a problem.
Steve Adams. Calls for handball and given against Stansfield.
Well, that was Adam Stansfield doing nothing about that. He didn't raise his arm to defend the ball at all. It was just a case he was just running past him, and it's actually Stephen Adams just kicked it against his hands. Yes, his hands was up, but I don't think any intention of actually stopping the ball.
Referee just wants Stansfield to go another yard or two back as Nicholson prepares to deliver this. Header from Hill, back in from Hargreaves, away by Gill. Forward by Woods. Zabrowski trying to pick up the second ball, which he's done. It's his goal from Jones's mistake in the first leg that still separates these two sides. He can't get on the end of that.
Shame, that's a good idea by Steve Adams. The ball just bobbled up as he went to try and play it in behind George Friend for Zabrowski to run onto. Just seen a free kick for Nicholson. What a great leap that was by Kevin Hill. Got told by a few locals that one of his great strengths as a player is his jump. He's not the tallest of players, but they say he can really jump. We see those two getting together, maybe just trying to think how they can really try and break down this Torquay side at the moment. Because you have to say they are defending really, really well, and it just might need something different to cause a problem. I'm sure at some point we are going to see Wayne Carlisle, because he will add enthusiasm and he has a desire to get in behind players, and that's what they're lacking at the moment. We're not seeing enough of Stansfield at the moment, trying to get in behind this defence.
Woods again with the header. He'll deal with those all day long. Steve Woods. They're right into his hands, aren't they?
They certainly are. I mean, he's in that marking spare at the back and he's just picking up all the pieces, but at the moment there's no pieces to pick up because they're just going direct and they're putting it straight on top of his head, and he's having a comfortable game at the moment, Steve Woods.
Referee's now going to talk to his assistant over something here. Well, we've had a change of top, and we're now going to have a change of shorts.
She quite enjoyed it just behind George there, I think, a little smile on her face.
A change of shorts and a change of shirt, but what Exeter really need is a change in the scoreline.
Just at the moment, they look like they are going to change it, not affecting the goal at all. Simon Rayner's had an easy first 35 minutes or so. It's been quite feeble up front at the moment for Exeter.
Edwards trying to get to that, Tully didn't. Comes through to Hill. Exeter throw.
Yeah, maybe Kevin Hill could have used Nicholson's run as a decoy. Doesn't always want it.
Kozic. Exeter throw again. They're huffing and they're puffing. At the moment, they're not breaking Torquay down. Away by Hill. That's a good leap by the man who's equalling the club appearance record today, Kevin Hill. Going level with Dennis Lewis.
not good. I saw that one. It wasn't good at all. Had his arm out. I don't think there was any intent really to actually catch anybody. He's just used it to get his height, but his arm was swinging up there, and it was very, very fortunate that Steve Tully was nowhere near it.
It's given Matt Gill the opportunity to deliver this free kick for Exeter. Rayner made an early decision, and he made a pretty comfortable catch.
It's going to come for them all day long, Simon Rayner. It's just been so easy for him, teed up there nicely for him coming attack. All they're doing at the moment, Exeter is just giving him ammunition just to eat up, really. He's picking everything out of the air, and he's gaining so much confidence by the balls coming into him at the moment.
Forward by Moxie. Uncomfortable for Rayner. Let's get some more thoughts from the former Torquay manager, Leroy Rossignol, with Rebecca.
Leroy, Torquay looking a bit harder to break down now.
Yeah, they're looking a little bit stronger in midfield. They've got tighter. I just still think it doesn't look like there's a goal in it at the moment, but from a set piece, Kevin Hill from midfield has done well on a couple of set pieces. And it was interesting when Bertie Kozic's broke through for Exeter. Everybody on the bench there wanted him to go down because they felt if he'd gone down it would have been a penalty. So the officials are coming under a lot of pressure as well. It'll be interesting to see how they handle it today, because a decision could be the difference between the teams.
But the longer it goes on, the more Exeter are going to get desperate, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. They've been given a lot of ball first 20 minutes, haven't done a lot with it. The fullbacks are trying to play balls from the halfway line instead of using the space in front of them and getting into an area around the box where they can deliver quality ball. They haven't done it, and I feel for the Exeter front players. They've had like 3 or 4 players around them every time the ball's been thrown forward. They've got to do more with the ball when they get it if they're going to break down Torquay, and the onus is on them.
Well, while Leroy was talking there, there was a zealous challenge, shall we say. I think overzealous as far as the referee were concerned. Steve Tully, former Torquay player, was involved. We haven't had a yellow card yet today, but that is about to change.
That was made easy for the referee. I don't think Steve Tully's not that kind of player, not that kind of person. The ball's everyone. He's trying to win the ball, but you can't tackle like that anymore. He's lifted both his feet off the floor. He's gone to attack the ball. It's deemed as dangerous now. Didn't look nice at all, that kind of challenge.
Well, the first yellow card of this second leg. It's taken almost 38 minutes, and it's gone to the man who played over 100 games for Torquay, and indeed lost in a playoff final for Torquay 10 years ago. Steve Tully, the first name in the referee's notebook.
Hasn't really kicked on this game as I think people expected it to at the moment. It's been quite damp at the moment.
Here's Taylor. The onus is on Exeter, though. They need the goal.
They certainly do need a goal. They don't look like a side who are going to get it at the moment. It's going to need some work at half-time, maybe a change in formation, maybe even a substitution, just to add something different to this Exeter attack at the moment. It's very, very dead. No life up front. Logan hasn't got into the game. It's been a very quiet Adam Stansfield, which is a rarity.
Chris Robertson, the 22-year-old from Dundee in Scotland, to take the throw for Torquay. 0-0 in this second leg. Logan. Moxie. Mansell has it back. Maxie got back at him. Now Friend.
Wasn't the best of balls from Rob Edwards. I was asking a lot of Adam Stansfield. Yes, he got his head to it. There wasn't enough players around him to knock a ball like that to him. He stands every chance of winning it against Kevin Nicholson, but where is that is he going to head the ball? Needs more thought in their play when they go forward. Needs maybe a midfield player to try and link with the front players. They haven't got that at the moment, Exeter.
Torquay throw. Nicholson. Taylor. Again, it's just a high ball for Exeter, which is comfortably dealt with by Torquay. Logan trying to get in front of Robertson, headed forward by Edwards. Away by Robertson once again. And cleared by Todd. Sills chasing the second ball. Did well there, Tim Sills. And he was caught late by Edwards. He's going to join Tully in the book, I think.
And it just seemed, I don't know if Rob Edwards tripped up or not, but it seemed a long, long way where he come from to make the slide tackle. Seemed to roll into him. I don't know. I don't think he really caught him that badly for Sills to stay down like that.
Player coach Rob Edwards has shown the yellow for this.
Just comes in, it seems like he just rolls. His body hit him more, he didn't actually catch his leg at all. It's just more Sills, it seemed like he's going to do more damage to his actual shoulder than anything else. Definitely a bookable offence. Deemed as a reckless challenge.
Sills back on his feet. Edwards, who has lost the playoff final in his career before, as a Preston player against Bolton. They've got defending to do now, and Friend needed to do it at the back post, helped away by Kozic. Edwards, final 2.5 minutes of normal time at the end of this first half. George Friend only ever scored 1 goal for Exeter. That came against Burton on the last day of the season, and that one wasn't close to adding to his tally.
George Friend seems the only player out there for Exeter's got a bit of drive about him. You see what he wanted to do, he wanted to make things happen, come inside on his weaker foot. Maybe wasn't the right option to actually do what he done in the end, but at least he showed a bit of desire and a bit of purpose to try and get a bit of life at his Exeter side. It's going to be a lot of talking going on at the moment. There's going to have to be a lot of talking in the dressing room at half-time, so they've got to add something different in the second half, even just to get back in the game, let alone talk about winning it. They have to get back in the game first, and at the moment, they don't look like it, Exeter.
Seaborn's header. Logan caught in the face, but it's gone against the Exeter leading goal scorer.
He just got caught in the foot, or maybe his knee in his face, and I don't know. Now he's given that to the referee, a 6-1, half a dozen the other. 2 players just contesting the ball, and he's given a foul in Torquay's favour. I don't know how he made that one out.
Woods, and he finds Zabrowski. Last minute of normal time at the end of the first half in this second leg. Torquay get a throw. Chris Robertson this time will trot over to throw it long.
That's any decision in that corner against Exeter. There's always going to be an uproar. At the moment, they need something to shout about, the Exeter fans. They've had nothing to shout about at all in this half.
Here comes the long throw then. Sills was trying to get the flick. Taylor got there first. Robertson. Cleared by Edwards. Well, he will be the happier manager at the moment. As it stands, he would be going to Wembley for a second time in 8 days.
Should be happy as well. Everything he's doing at the moment is going right for him. He's still out about how he wanted to set up his back, well, I should say his back line, and it's worked out really well for him. Had no trouble at all with dealing with Exeter attack, I should say.
Nicholson's cross cleared by Taylor. Forward by Seaborn. by Woods, a little bit of afters with Kozic. Just a little tangle of legs between Seaborn and Sills. The two, of course, who clashed on Boxing Day at St James Park.
Tim Sills done well there, didn't react at all. Seaborn had a little kick at him as well when he was on the floor. Didn't react to him, Sills.
Stansfield coming into the back post. And that is the end of the first half in the second leg. And it is as you were. Paul Buckle, the happier manager at the moment. And a discussion going on between the two men who were managerial partners last year for Exeter, now in direct opposition. And Paul Tisdale does not look a happy man. He's got some talking to do in that Exeter dressing room. They need a goal, otherwise they will not be going back to Wembley to contest the playoff final like last year. It's had a lot of tension, it's had a lot of nerves, but it hasn't had too many goal-scoring opportunities. The Torquay fans at the moment will be the happier. It's had a couple of crunching tackles, it's had one effort off the line. Mansell, the crucial man there, and that is why it is 0-0. Well, he has made one change, let me tell you. It's not Carlisle, though, who's coming on. It's Ryan Harley, who started the first game, and the man who came in for him today, Bertie Kozic, has gone off. So that is the switch. There's Harley, former Bristol City youngster. The 23-year-old left out today, having played the 90 minutes on Thursday. He's going to be on for this second half in place of Bertie Kozic. Paul Buckle is 45 minutes away from a second trip to Wembley in 8 days, but he knows that there's an awful lot of football to be played yet, and he'll probably expect some sort of improvement from Exeter City. The 121st meeting is underway in the second half. There's a long time since there's been a more important one between these two sides. A big 45 minutes at Plainmoor ahead.
Paul Buckle knows as well he hasn't got to change anything. It's all about Exeter. What are they going to do to try and make things happen? How are they going to change the game? How are they going to affect this defence of Torquay? They have to pull all the stops out and find something to get themselves back into this game. Just the one goal at the moment for Exeter will just give them something to chew on. At the moment they have nothing to chew on, not even the performance at the moment.
Hargreaves. Called by Mansell. He was the man, of course, who cleared it off the line in the first half. Zebrowski was chasing that. Seaborn didn't know he was there. Sills then with a header comfortable for Jones.
Well, at the moment in time, Torquay have gone straight on the attack, and that's what they want to do at the moment. That's why they want to keep the ball. That's Torquay at their best, just getting the ball forward early and just getting people in the box, a lot of players around the ball.
Nicholson. What do you think Paul Tisdale might have said at half-time, Parks?
I think this might have, in my opinion, just maybe get the ball down quicker, pass it quicker, pass it with purpose, pass it as if you mean it and you want to go out and win this game of football. At the moment, he wants to win it, but I don't think his players really want to win it. That's the bit I think he would try and drum into him. How much you really want to win this game.
Stansfield did well. Here's Harley. Moxie away to his left. Edwards to fire one.
That's the first shot with any anger I think we've seen from Exeter at the moment. They attack with more pace. Don't often see Rob Edwards moving on and having shots. That tells you how much he wants it anyway, because he's having that shot. Definitely needs that, and maybe he's hoping that Exeter can follow on now and really try and take this game to Torquay.
Just the one goal this season for Rob Edwards, who has played a lot in the back four, of course, as well as this midfield role. It's still a goal by Chris Zebrowski on Thursday evening. that separates these two sides on aggregate. Nicholson's throw. Away by Taylor. Picked up by Harley. Who is a good passer of the ball, of course.
He certainly is. That's one thing. He's calm when he's got the ball at his feet as well. And the one thing he will do, he will change play as quick as possible.
Stansfield chasing that. Prevented the goal kick anyway. Zabrowski thought he was fouled. The referee didn't agree with him.
To be honest, Chris Zabrowski started pulling on Seaborn's shirt while the ball was travelling in towards him.
Tulloch. Came off Hargreaves, headed away by Woods.
Good ball by itself. First time we've really seen Tully really attacking with the ball at his feet.
Danny Seaborn. Now Friend. But again, that's very comfortable for Simon Rayner.
Doesn't really need that. George Friend has done that a few times. I think he's had space in front of him, take the ball into space and try and drag a defender out, and then try and slip one of his teammates in.
It's gone route one here, and it's bounced into the arms of his opposite number, Paul Jones. Just his 14th appearance this season. Only 3 clean sheets. It's at the other end he'll be more concerned about at the moment as Exeter need a goal. Tully goes back to Jones and gets it back again.
Just testing him out. Tully was just making sure that he was ready to accept the back pass. Done well with it, Paul Jones in the end.
Already better from Exeter. Gill. Now Friend. Torquay have every player inside their own half. Headed away by Todd. Exeter only failed to score 6 times in their 46 league games. Scored, of course, last Thursday as well. The joint leading scorers in the league in the end with Torquay, with 83 goals. And all those 83 and the one scored last Thursday will matter not unless they can find one in the next 40 minutes. Another late challenge, this time on Friend by Lee Mansell.
She was going for the ball, Lee Mansell. It's just that Jules Friend's coming after. That's when he's caught him. Ball's knocked that out wide to Jules Friend from Gill. Goes to the ball and he actually catches Jules Friend. No intent, but it's just, again, his right foot was high.
First Torquay United player in the book. That's 3 yellow cards for the day. And it's an Exeter free kick. Ryan Harley to take it. Deeper one. Moxie waiting at the back post. Taylor couldn't make anything of it and cleared by Nicholson. Torquay sitting again deep inside their own half here.
I don't like teams who do that. You're inviting it all to come at you. You have to, in the end, hope that everyone's alert, everyone's composed.
It's almost like a game of attackers against defenders at the moment.
It is at
in
the
training.
moment.
Todd with the header away. Back in from Edwards, but there needs to be a little bit more quality.
He does. He just needs something to get their foot on the ball. I think they have to find Ryan Harley as early as possible just to see if he can get things going in the game. That's what I think he's come on for. Add something different to their play. Just needs him to try and link with Logan and Stansfield, who have both been, well, they've just been invisible in the game so far.
Here's Hargreaves. Well, it wouldn't sit up for him. Tim Sells! Just about kept out by Paul Jones.
Well, Hargreaves couldn't get his foot onto the ball, but it come back to Sills, and Sills, rather than go for power, he tried to place it. If had a little bit more power in it, that might have just got past Paul Jones, but it doesn't in the end. Sills goes to direction rather than power. Fortunate boy, Paul Jones. He's done well though to get alive for the second ball. Goes past him, but he's alert to reach back and get it.
Could have been a big moment, still might be, in the outcome of this. Tim Sills, who scored in the last 2 meetings against Exeter, almost scoring for the 3rd game running against them. Beaten to it by Taylor there though, Sills. Here's Tully. Friend looking for Logan, trying to get the touch onto it. Harley, Moxie chasing, Robertson clearing.
He's got to do a lot more. Dean Mox has got to come away from this wide left position, maybe make runs across the park in between the 2 centre forwards, just to try and disturb this back line of Torquay. At the moment, they're just all staying in their areas because Exeter are not doing enough to move them around.
Nicholson with the clearance. Zebrowski to Lee Mansell. Now Adams. That was Hill trying to get on the end of that.
It's always going to be difficult. Just Lee Phillips not starting the game at the moment. I think Paul Buckham must think he made the right decision. The way things are going for his side at the moment, his game plan is going to form at the moment.
Logan was pulled there by Todd. It's a free kick to Exeter.
I think there can be arguments about this, really. You see, it's just pulled him back there, just the ball's coming in. Things like this will happen if you allow a team to come at you, put balls into areas. Players will give away fouls and give teams opportunities like there is now.
Simon Raymer assembles his wall. Harley and Edwards are behind this for Exeter. Everyone back for Torquay. It's going to be Ryan Harley. On target, but comfortable for Rayner.
Trying to get his foot round it, didn't get around it enough. Straight down the throat of Simon Rayner, as everything has been today. He's had nothing difficult to deal with yet. At the moment, he must think he's in a training session at the moment in time.
Ball almost bounced over Paul Jones at the other end. He's already had one forgettable moment over the 2 legs in this tie, and in fact it's still that moment that is separating the 2 sides when Zebrowski punished him with the goal. Plainmoor packed to the rafters, a crowd of over 6,000 inside this stadium, and 1,500 of them from Exeter. There wasn't a ticket to be had. Less than 35 minutes to go. Exeter going in search of that goal, which would level the tie on aggregate. Moxie. Tully will keep that in though. Tried to win the corner. Hill with the clearance. Sills was on the shoulder of Taylor. Now he's chasing Danny Seaborn. Exeter skipper clears. Edwards. Now a bit of space for Moxie. Stansfield away to his left.
I don't know why Dean Moxie done that. I don't know why he didn't just roll it to Stansfield and get himself into the box. Tried something there that was never really going to happen. Had 4 players around him. And I expected the ball to get through and go in that situation.
Stansfield came back from an offside position there. They just haven't been able to get the service to Stansfield and Logan.
There's such a gap between the midfield for Exeter at the moment. Stansfield again runs too early. Again, he's isn't really getting a lot to chew on. At the moment, it just maybe needs their midfield players to push on. Again, they're talking Steve Perrin and Paul Tisdale, just maybe trying to add something different. Looks like maybe a substitution going to happen as well.
We understand and it had to be really, Wayne Carlisle. He's getting ready to come on. Here's Zabrowski at the other end. Still Zabrowski. Can he get the cross in? He can. And it's comfortable for Jones. And there is Carlisle, the goal scorer from the first leg. And the man, of course, who had that goal ruled out wrongly for offside. Here's Sills. Still Tim Sills. Zabrowski. Hill is unmarked at the back post. Here's the chance. Kevin Hill. 11 seasons a Torquay United player. On the day he's equalled the club appearance record. Might justify them to the playoff final.
Well, the script was written, wasn't it, for Kevin Hill to do something in the game. One of them was to actually appear to equal that record. But someone must have written it for him to score a goal. This is wonderful play by Sills. Gets through two challenges where I think the players are more bothered about hitting him rather than tackling him. Comes through to him from Zabrowski. But what a finish that was as well. Good pass from Sills to Zabrowski, but Zabrowski done well to see Kevin Hill out wide, but to take the ball that early as well and hit it with such ferocity. Not a chance for Paul Jones in that goal. What a wonderful finish that was.
The man they call Mr. Torquay United. Here's Moxey. That was deflected and it'll be a throw to Exeter. Now the Exeter fans know there is a 2-goal advantage for Torquay United. They need to hit back quickly. Gill with the throw. Away by Zabrowski, only as far as Moxey. But Zabrowski brings it away now. Nicholson. Got a ball. Hargreaves. Trying to curl it.
That's the difference a goal makes. Zabrowski done well, Zabrowski to keep possession. What a wonderful ball by Nicholson out of Hargreaves. Good first touch. He's just trying to get his foot around it to get it into the top corner past Paul Jones.
Exeter responds to that goal. There's a double change. Off goes Stansfield, on comes Ben Watson. Player on loan from Grays. And Wayne Carlisle is also waiting to come on, and he's coming on for George Friend, the left back.
Of course, that was a substitution they were looking to do before that goal went in. They've done it now, but maybe just too late now. 2-goal deficit to make up. So they're going to go to 3 at the back now. Maybe just got to look at Seaball maybe coming more left-sided, having to work this left-hand channel.
Well, Paul Buckle knows he's really in the driving seat now. Those fans already knew they were going to Wembley on Saturday in the FA Trophy final, but they've just taken a giant leap to going there 8 days later as well in the playoff final. And it's a man that they've been watching for 11 seasons at Torquay United who has got that goal. High one towards Logan. And that's gone against Richard Logan.
He's just frustrated. Logan hasn't had enough really to feed on. Ball hasn't come to his feet enough.
They had final heartache 12 months ago against Morecambe. At the moment, they're staring semi-final heartache in the face against their Devon rivals. Harley forward. So Torquay 3-1 on aggregate Let's get more from our special guest today, the former Torquay manager, Leroy Rossini, with Rebecca.
Leroy, was the goal coming, did you feel?
I thought it was coming from Exeter. They were pressing and they had a couple of half chances, and right against the run of play. Tim Seals did fantastically well to ride the two challenges. Played with Zabrowski, who was aware enough. Usually a striker there takes a shot, but he's aware enough to see the run of Kevin Hill. And Hill usually heads him from there. It was there when I was there. But what a fantastic strike, was right behind it. And, you know, it's given Torquay a flying now. I just feel that Exeter are grabbing at straws. The big centre-half's gone up front, Matt Taylor, which means they're going to start throwing it into the box, playing with a bit more tempo, but the next goal's vital. If they don't get the next goal, it's all over.
And here come Exeter trying to get that goal with Tully. Mansell got back with a very good challenge.
It seems like the challenge has been taken away from Mansell. He's done well to get back, and it was a good block on Steve Tully. It was well-timed challenge as well. Can't believe it, no one can believe it, they actually never got the corner out of it. It's well worked by Tully. Definitely the first time we've seen him this far forward, trying to get round the outside of his man. And the end, be honest, he just gets there. Mansell comes across, puts him off, and he gets the block in there, definitely.
Here's Harley. Zabrowski. And Edwards in front of him. He was touched by Harley. Torquay free kick.
That's good play by Zabrowski. Using his head there, just waiting there, and he's worked that foul. That's what's happening a lot in today's football. Players are just working themselves in areas to try and get fouls. Good play, got a free kick in a good area to part. Slows the game down. That's what they need at the moment, Torquay. Got their goal they need. It's all about Exeter.
Nicholson as ever to deliver over Sills, and it was Hill who was coming in at the back post. Kevin Hill, who's got the goal on the day he making his 476th Torquay United appearance, level with Dennis Lewis. The next time he plays, he'll be out on his own, and he hopes that next time with one of two appearances at Wembley. What a moment. 11th season as a Torquay United player.
Couldn't get any better for any player, Steve. Just to actually score that goal as well in the situation, given what the game is as well. And maybe go out and beat it at Wembley.
Zabrowski round Edwards. Exeter have to take chances now, and they run the risk of being punished. Moxie. Forward by Harley. Taylor is the centre forward now, the one who started at centre half. And has got 10 goals from centre half this season. He used to be a goalkeeper until 4 years ago for Burscough. Simply of hands. Next to have a free kick.
They're going to need something now just to try and get themselves back into the game. They haven't really got going at all, Exeter, in this game.
In from Harley, away by Hargreaves. Edwards, back to Ryan Harley.
Never going to be the ball, that one, the straight balls as well, we have to say. I mean, I'm talking about Exeter, but I'm going to have to give plenty of credit to this Torquay side, especially the players at the back. They've defended so well, not given Exeter anything at all to grab at. You have to say to Paul Buckle, he's done his homework. And a way of playing against Exeter over these two games that have worked out well for him so far.
Adams, now look at the space here for Zabrowski. Sills waiting in the penalty area, didn't reach him, come back to Adams. Sills with the flick, away by Gill for Exeter. Hargreaves. Now Mansell. Here's Hill again. Away by Seaborn, only as far as Hargreaves. Hill goes back to Nicholson. And get all the way through.
I mean, Torquay have come into the game more since they've scored. You think there'll be a team sitting back. But again, they're knocking balls into the box, and it's so different when the ball goes in the box.
Oh, Gill on Zabrowski there.
It wasn't good, that was absolutely a disgrace there by Matt Gill. He's got away with it.
If referee had seen that, Exeter would be down to 10 men.
Talk about frustration from players. That was just sheer stupidity, that was.
Here he is, Matt Gill. The man sent off, of course, at Wembley in the playoff final last season. Hargreaves again covering every inch of ground. Anyone deserves some good luck in these situations is Chris Hargreaves, having lost in the playoffs with Hereford, Northampton and Brentford. Torquay's Player of the Year. Well, at half-time he needed 1 goal. Now he needs 2. He checks his watch. It'll tell him a little over 22 minutes of normal time to go. They need a goal soon to give them a ray of hope. Edwards. Edwards once more. 4 white shirts in the penalty area. Still Rob Edwards. Ryan Harley. In! Hope for Exeter. Ryan Harley's 2nd goal for the club. The game is back on.
Certainly is, and Ryan Harley should run straight to Rob Edwards. That is all about him. He's the one who started it from the halfway line. It was a wonderful play. It was by the centre-half come centre midfield player. Used his head really well, kept his composure, rolls it back for Ryan Harley. I thought initially he might have hit it first time, picks his spot, doesn't see it. Simon Rayner through the crowd of players. Wonderful finish, wonderful strike, kept it low. That's what Ryan Harley is a wonderful player with the ball at his feet, wonderful striker of the ball. And that's what he's done. He's guided that ball into the corner. Not a chance for Paul Jones.
Just his 2nd goal in 15 Exeter games. And we now have the situation we had before a ball was kicked. We're back to Torquay having 1 goal advantage. Remember, in case you didn't know, that away goals do not matter. They don't count in this situation. I understand that Tim Sills is struggling with a problem at the moment as well. Well, what a 20 minutes we've got now.
Simon Rayner couldn't have seen that until late. Just as it was going past him, he would have seen it. Good finish.
So Seals is injured, and he's going to be replaced by the man who wasn't fit enough because of injury to start today. The former Exeter City striker, Lee Phillips, who made the switch along with Paul Buckle and Chris Todd in the summer. Seals, who scored the 1st goal of the 5 we've had over the 2 legs in this tie, leaves the field the leading goal scorer. And Lee Phillips, who scored at Wembley for Exeter last season, is going to come on for the final 19 minutes.
It's going to get even more tougher now for the back 3 of Exeter with Lee Phillips coming on. The one thing he will do, he'll run them into the corners, he'll make them work hard at the back now to get the ball forwards. Makes a big difference to this Torquay side when he's on the park.
Zabrowski. Harley, the Exeter goal scorer. Here's Edwards. Did so well in that Exeter goal. Carlisle. Cleared by Woods, only as far as Gill. Carlisle's delivery. The goalkeeper missed it. Taylor tries to profit, and Torquay survive. And Simon Rayner is the most relieved man inside Plainmoor.
The thing about it as well, he actually nearly grabbed back there at Matt Taylor. They're both still down at the moment, both those players.
There was a clash of heads after the original incident between Mansell and Taylor. But we had goalkeeping drama inside stoppage time in the first leg involving the Exeter goalkeeper, and we very nearly had it involving the Torquay one there.
He's had it so easy in the game. All right, he's conceded the goal, but all across the company, he's dealt with it so well. Got too comfortable, and he almost pulled back Matt Taylor there. That's what Logan was complaining about. He was trying to get a penalty out of it. Got too comfortable. He's unlucky Taylor. Wonderful ball in by Carlisle, just a lot of pace in it. Asked questions of the goalkeeper. The first real thing he got asked to deal with, didn't do well with it at all.
Taylor and Mansell are going to be okay. Moxie is going to play this back to Torquay United. Or is he? Steve Adams has got plenty to say.
I think Steve Adams is asking the questions. He's going to kick it out for a throw-in the corner or a goal kick. He wants it to go straight back to Simon Rayner's arms.
Well, play on. Game on. 16 minutes to go. As it stands, it's Torquay going to the playoff final at Wembley. An extra goal would change all that. It's the same situation that Exeter had before this second leg kicked off. Tim Sills off for Torquay, then let's hear from him with Rebecca.
Tim, injury or tiredness?
Just general tiredness, I think. I was asked to take care of the two centre-backs, and it's quite a tough job on your own. I think I just went on a 30-yard run, which is 20 yards more than I normally do, so it's finished me off completely. So, yeah, just a bit tired.
So far this afternoon, game plan working?
Yes and no. I mean, it's been working, and then we're just sloppy, haven't helped ourselves again after getting ourselves in a great position by conceding another sloppy goal. And, yeah, we made it hard for ourselves again. It's obviously nice for you lot. It's nice and tense, but hopefully now we can just keep doing what we've been doing and hold on.
Nervous?
A little bit, yeah. If I wasn't so tired, I'd probably be a lot more nervous as well. So you've got to give thanks for small mercies, I guess.
I'm going to let you rest him.
Thank you very much.
The worst thing is, Parks, as a player, when you're out there, you can influence it. Now Tim Sills can't, he can only watch.
Oh, it's going to be a difficult spell for him at the moment in time. He knows he's nearly there.
Now, here's Carlisle, goalkeeper's come a long way. And Carlisle got there first, but was off target.
Should have gone across the face out. I think he was trying to shoot. Seemed like he was always the favourite to get there. Put himself in a vulnerable position, Simon Rayner. The end really, I think he should have maybe done better. And what he done, got to the ball. He catches him as well, Rayner. No one talks about it, but could that have been deemed as a penalty? Maybe because the way he struck it as well. Maybe if he just tried to chip it over and try and keep the ball in play, he might have just got the luck. He might have just deserved for getting there.
Yes, he was nowhere near the ball, Rayner. Not the type of challenge you want to be making at this stage. And the players just nipped the ball past you.
He had no real need to really go there. The ball was out wide. He's got away with it.
Well, one of his substitutes has got him back in it. Another one got through there. And they've got defending to do, Exeter, at the moment. And Edwards does that defending. Hill. Phillips, off balance and off target.
The ball didn't come down for him to see what he wanted to do, hit it on the volley, but the ball was up high when he struck it.
Robertson's header in ahead of Logan. Rob Edwards. Moxie. In from Edwards and over the crossbar.
was to waste the ball really. I think it was just looking at the end, just to try and get it to the far post. Got too much on the ball.
You can almost feel the tension around Plainmoor. Torquay fans more than aware. If there's an extra goal in the next 12 minutes, there will be extra time. It came off Hill. Ben Watson. The Torquay throw. He cannot rest easy, that's for sure. He was when he had a 2-goal advantage. Now it's back to 1. It's nail-biting times again, and the rain is coming down in the English Riviera. No British summertime over the bank holiday weekend on the coast here. They can't relax. They have a little more hope, certainly than they did 10 minutes ago. Watson. Tully. Now Ryan Harley. Logan trying to get in there. Goalkeeper didn't get there. Referee says penalty. He had a long look at that. He had a couple of seconds to make up his mind, Chris Sargentson. It was a big call, and he's pointed to the spot for an Exeter penalty.
I think it was the assistant referee who gave it. I think it was Chris Zabrowski in the end. Come across, it didn't look like there's really any contact there at all. Logan gets him and Moxie getting each other's way. Zabrowski comes in a bit late. Just comes in late, and he catches Logan. That's what I think the assistant referee's given it for.
Well, what a big call that is. 10 minutes left of the second leg, and it's on loan. Ben Watson, who's only ever scored once for Exeter City, on loan from Grays, who has assumed the responsibility to level it up. And he does, much to the delight of those Exeter fans. They've come back from 2 down on aggregate to level it at 3-3 with 9 minutes to go.
Well, that took a lot for Ben Watson, just coming on the sub and taking the penalty as well. Sometimes it doesn't work for you, but I'll tell you, he took a quality penalty as well. Always looked confident as well. Big goal scorer for Eastbourne Borough. Hasn't really worked for him at Grays. Certainly working at the moment for Exeter. He's pleased. Haven't played that well at all, Exeter. As we said before, he don't have to play well in games like these. It's just about getting to that point in front.
He could hardly watch Paul Tisdale, and Watson's on the charge again, and Rayner takes it. I think he's still struggling as well, Simon Rayner, after that challenge. After 68 minutes of this match, Torquay United had a 2-goal advantage. 13 minutes later, it's all square.
I just wouldn't say even Exeter have really been at him, been knocking at the door, asking questions of Simon Rayner. It's come out of the blue. The 2 goals have come out of the blue. You have to make your own luck. Moxie and Logan just attacked the ball. I just think it was Zabrowski in the end who gave the penalty away.
And a reminder, as it stands, if there are no more goals, we will have another 30 minutes of extra time. And if there are still no more goals, we will have a penalty shootout. In from Edwards, away by Woods. Hargreaves with Gill. Mental test for Torquay now. 2-goal advantage has been taken away from them.
That's correct, it is one. It's a big ask of them now. They've got to lift themselves. They've actually got to carry on as they did before. They've got to keep defending well, not lose their heads. Definitely can't push out now. This has given Exeter a really big lift to be back in the game.
Here's Phillips. Manson. Away by Gill. Watson. That's a big moment that was for Ben Watson as well, by the way. Only his 11th game for Exeter, only one start, only one goal, and he was the one who stepped forward to take the penalty.
I'm just looking at the experience on the pitch for Exeter. Someone like Ben Watson steps up like that says a lot about him.
Now, a change from Torquay, not just in personnel here, but in shape. Steve Woods, the captain, the sweeper, is going off, and Roscoe the same, a striker, is coming on.
There's me talking about they've got to stay as they are, make sure they don't give anything away straight away. Typical Paul Buckle, he's just going to go back to a 4-4-2 and try and add a little bit more ambition in the game and try and go out and win it.
Hussein goes across to the right-hand side of midfield. Zabrowski up front with Phillips. Some people just can't watch. It's the drama of the playoffs. Wembley awaits one of these two sides, and then possibly a return to the Football League as well. Desai. And in all honesty, 68 minutes into this game, Exeter were down and out.
Well, they didn't look like a side who could score a goal. Worked some funny ways football, the way this game has turned around. Just have not done enough, Exeter, really, but it's back in the game.
Manson. Zabrowski off balance. Nowhere near the target.
He wasn't set to have that shot, Zabrowski. Should really have gone across to face a goal. Was never set to take that shot. Always sit on the outside of his foot, was always going to go wide.
There is the weather on the English Riviera. The rain's coming down. It's no to the fortunes of Torquay at the moment. Exeter, the more buoyant. It's the Exeter fans you can hear. 2 goals in 10 minutes has got them right back in this playoff semi-final.
Certainly got lifted the first time we've really heard them, because they've had nothing to sing about, to shout about. It's been all changed now. They're the fans making a noise.
Set piece opportunity then for Exeter. Ryan Harley, the man who got the first of the 2 Exeter goals today, to take it. Seaborn was in there, away by Robertson, back in from Gill, and that is out of the stadium.
Not a natural scorer, Matt Gill. Was never really ever set to do that. That's why the ball comes out to him. Didn't really look comfortable. Always leaning back.
Well, Paul Tisdale, what a roller coaster of emotion for him and those Exeter supporters who are in full voice at the moment. At the moment, they're doing exactly what they did 12 months ago, coming back from a deficit to level it and take it to extra time. But it was a bigger deficit than 12 months ago, because they had 2 goals to find with 20 minutes to go, and they found 2 in 10 minutes. Harley. You have to say the introduction of Harley has made a difference, Parks.
Certainly has. He's grabbed over the midfield. His passing is neat, tidy. Very rarely gets caught in possession, very rarely gives the ball away.
2.5 minutes of normal time of the 90 remain. Edwards with the throw for Exeter. Gill. So he leaves it for Carlisle. In from the Irishman. Moxie at the back post into the arms of Rayner.
What a wonderful ball that was by Wayne Carlisle. It was about Dean Moxie just staying out wide, occupying the fullback, won the header, just couldn't pull it back far enough.
We talk about roller coasters. Paul Buckle's been on one today. 1-0 up before a ball was kicked. In terms of his advantage, he saw that advantage extended to 2 goals when Kevin Hill scored. He must have thought, well, that's a giant step towards the final. And it's been pegged back to all square. Todd has fouled Logan. Logan takes the free kick quickly. Carlisle. Decent cross. Logan's touch! Richard Logan has scored the goal that looks as though it will send Exeter City to Wembley for the 2nd season running.
Well, it's about a substitute again. It was about Wayne Carlisle. Done that on 2 occasions earlier. Comes in on his left foot and just puts it into an area that just says, you've got to attack me. And that's what that man done, Richard Logan. That is what he's all about. Being non-existent in the game. But people, if this scoreline stays the same, will be talking about him for a long, long time. Wayne Carlisle cuts back, allowed to do that far too easy. In he comes between the 2 players. What a fantastic header that was. Fantastic header. Not a chance at all for Simon Rayner. Again, we're seeing wonderful header. Every right to celebrate like that. Just got his team back to Wembley again, maybe.
Remember, it was Logan on the last day of the season in the 96th minute that scored at Burton that made this fixture possible. And it looks as though it could be his goal to send Exeter City to Wembley. Reminder, with 21 minutes of this game to go, they were 2 down on aggregate. 3 goals in 21 minutes, and there will be an extra 4 minutes for Torquay to find an equaliser.
I think this is Todd still moaning because he actually gave the foul away. He actually pulled down Logan, and that's what he's still moaning about. He gave the free kick away where the goal started from.
Todd is booked then. Nicholson is poised to take the throw. Taylor's header away. In from Adams. Torquay United, it seems, always score, but they need a goal more than ever now. That was cut out by Edwards from Desane's cross.
Games so far in the playoffs, Steve. Burton going to have another game of drama in it. We've had 3 so far.
Nicholson's delivery. Logan, who's got that all-important goal, then got the header away. In it goes. Flick from Todd. Hargreaves almost got there, and it's cleared by Gill. Back in from Mansell. There's still a Torquay player down. Cleared by Logan. Torquay thought they might have had a penalty there. The referee does not agree.
Well, they're not happy about it at the moment. They're trying to clutch everything. There were so many players in there. So difficult for the referee to pick things out. Needs a bit of help. Just see the ball coming in. I think they're just saying, I think they're looking at a player just being dragged down. That's what they're about. It's Todd.
Well, at the end of all that, it is a Torquay throw. 2 minutes, effectively, of their season remain. Unless they score, it's over in terms of their quest for promotion. Back in from Adams, but that will be comfortable for Jones.
This game was so flat. Just amazing how he's just pumped up. He's changed Exeter, just changed it twofold. They've gone from a side who never looked like scoring to go on and score 3 goals.
The first 45 were instantly forgettable. The second 45, as far as Exeter are concerned, are proving to be truly memorable. They're almost there. Carlisle, Watson. He scored that crucial penalty, remember, nerves of steel, to make it 3-3 on aggregate. Forward boy Mansell. Fouled on Todd, who's now stayed up as an emergency centre forward, taken quickly and too quickly. It didn't reach Phillips, and it's Watson at the other end, and Logan's totally unmarked in the centre if he sees him. Carlisle bursting through as well. This is to really seal it. Carlisle, book your Wembley tickets now. Exeter City are back there to contest the playoff final, where they lost last season. They have the chance to go one better.
And that's what happens when you're chasing a game. But I'll tell you what, it's again Ben Watson kept his head, didn't do anything silly. Everyone's there watching Logan, but he doesn't find Logan. He sees Wayne Carlisle was about to free kick him. Terrible free kick that was. Rust it. Ben Watson keeps his head, composure, and just finds Wayne Carlisle. First touch perfect, second touch not maybe fortunate. It's in the back of the net. Who cares? Game over. Substitutes have added so much to this game for Exeter. 3 of them have come and have all contributed.
The last few seconds are irrelevant now. Exeter City are celebrating. Plainmoor is emptying. The Torquay fans heading for the exits. Paul Buckle knows that their quest for promotion is over. It will be their Devon rivals, Exeter City, on May the 18th to contest the Blue Square Premier playoff final. They can't bear to see Exeter celebrate on their own patch. The Torquay fans, out they go. And there it is, confirmation that it is Paul Tisdale and not Paul Buckle that will lead a team out on May the 18th at Wembley in the final, where they failed last year against Morecambe. They've got a second chance. They're going back there with a 5-3 aggregate win over their Devon rivals. An incredible turnaround. 21 minutes to go. They needed 2 goals just to draw level. They got those 2 goals inside 10 minutes. And then Logan in the 89th scored the crucial goal, which was followed up by Wayne Carlisle. And Exeter City, from nowhere, turned this game around. And for the second time in 2 seasons, they're going to Wembley, and they're 90 minutes away from a return to the Football League at the 4th time of asking. The celebrations will begin, and this time they will want to go one better than last season.
That's right, that's what he needs to do now. That's the bit he'll be looking for. Yes, he'll be pleased, Paul Tisdale, to get back to Wembley. He's got a second chance to make it happen this time. Unfortunate last year, but this year we'll be looking just to really turn it round. They've just dug really deep, got themselves back into it, and went on. The scoreline seemed like it was at a canter. They had to work hard for this result, really work hard.
They've only had 3 promotions in their entire history, but now they've got a big chance to make it 4. They've done what they did 12 months ago and come from behind in an away leg in the second leg. And they're going back to Wembley, and they'll be hoping to celebrate as opposed to commiserate this time round. They can relax. They'll find out tomorrow night, of course, whether it's Burton or Cambridge who stand in their way, but they know that they will be going down Wembley way on May the 18th to try